The European project Ecological and Sustainable Management of the Shellfish Harvesting on Foot, Ecofilm Shellfishing, started in 2016 with the support of the European Commission in the framework of the Erasmus Plus programme. Its aim is to develop a training programme for the ecological management and economic sustainability of the shellfish gathering on foot activity and is addressed to the professionals of the sector. The project consortium is made up of 5 partners. Liga para a Proteção da Natureza from Portugal as leader of the project. Fundación para la Pesca y Marisqueo from Spain. Mare Cooperative from Italy. Recep Tayyip Erdogan University from Turkey. And SGS Spain from the multinational group SGS. This project has developed 3 main files, all of them available for download at the project website. These deliveries are an analysis of identification and evaluation of the environmental aspects associated with the shellfishing activities, according to each country's specifications. A training programme, Ecological and Sustainable Management of the Shellfish Gathering on Foot. And finally, the training programme converted into video format and translated to the languages of the project partners. Now, let's get started with basic concepts. What is shellfishing? Shellfishing comprises all extractive activities in fishing areas, using selective and specific techniques for catching shellfish, other marine invertebrates and seaweeds located in shellfish beds. There are 4 main modalities of shellfishing: on foot, on boat, by diving, on a fishing vessel. Each modality has its specific techniques and tools and is carried out in different areas. In the specific modality of shellfish gathering on foot, there are 4 main sub-modalities. At the beach, usually at sandy or muddy shores and focused on species such as bivalves and polychaetae. Inside water till chest, usually in coastal lagoons with or without the use of a boat and focused on bivalves harvesting. At cliffs, at exposed rocky shore, to which in some cases it is necessary to accede by boat. In these areas, usually barnacles are harvested. And finally, in tide pools and rocky shallows, in protected or semi-exposed rocky shore. This modality is used to harvest gastropoda, sea urchin, seaweeds and mussels. Shellfishing activities differ a lot among European regions, depending on the conditioning factors. One of those factors is the amplitude of tides, which reaches several meters of height in Atlantic Europe, while it is hardly noticeable in the Mediterranean. The scope of the project is to develop a training programme to promote the sustainability of shellfish harvesting on foot. This technique is the most widespread and common to all European coasts, and there is a considerable possibility of improving sustainability. To do so, it's necessary to apply some simple measures that we are going to present in the next modules. In Spain, shellfishing is done especially in Galicia, mainly in the Rías Baixas area. It's also done in western Andalusia, in the Cantabric coasts and Canary Islands, where shellfish harvesting is developed on foot or with the support of a boat. In Portugal, the main shellfishing area are Ria de Aveiro, Ria de Alvor and Ria Formosa, and at estuarine systems like Tagus, Sado and Mondego, where shellfish harvesting is developed on foot or with the support of a boat. In Italy, shellfishing is done especially in the regions of Emilia-Romagna and Veneto, but also in other regions such as Sardinia, Lazio, Tuscany, Marche, Abruzzo and Puglia. It is done on foot or by using a boat to reach some fishing areas. The shellfish harvesters use manual dredges or a specific hydraulic dredge called hidrorasca. And finally, in Turkey, the shellfish harvesting activity takes place in the Aegean coasts, especially in Izmir, in the Marmara and Black Sea coasts, especially in Istanbul. It is done mainly on foot, but in some cases, a boat can be used to reach harvesting areas. The most common harvested species for all countries are clams, razor clams, cockles, mussels, and oysters. The Ecofilm Shellfishing Training Programme will serve as a support for professionals in the sector to understand the marine environment and its characteristics, understand the changes that occur in the marine environment and its impacts on shellfishing gathering on foot, develop a sustainable management of shellfishing activity, providing solutions to mitigate its impacts and improving risk prevention, and understand the need to conserve the environment to ensure the future development of the shellfish harvesting on foot activity, taking into account economic and social aspects. We hope that these training materials will be a useful tool to collaborate in the transition that the shellfishing sector is making to be more sustainable and clean. Our coasts are not only a source of food, but a source of life and development that we must preserve among all of us. Let's make it possible.